Continuing from our last episode, the next day we all woke up and enjoyed a leisurely morning around camp and watched as the sun rays illuminated the rocks we were enveloped by. But we were all eager to resume our journey deep into the backcountry of Utah, as we had a lot of trail to cover. We hit a quick stint of payment before diving back into another canyon trail. A couple of tight switchbacks and off-camber parts, but we were rewarded with an incredible view once we reached the top. Piece of cake. The terrain was beginning to change into some very otherworldly and amazing landscapes. We made a pit stop for lunch at what seemed to be an abandoned outpost or outlaw hideout. One of our concerns up to this point was the water or mud levels of a creek we planned to cross up ahead, but once we saw those levels, our concerns were alleviated. We continued to encounter awe-inspiring moon and alien-looking landscapes that we slowed down to appreciate. What we didn't expect is what lied ahead. Some unbelievably awesome scenery on a trail that you had to be driving on to truly experience. For me, this stretch of road has to be in my top 5 best overland drives. At over 1,000 feet high and at an altitude of 6,300 feet, the flat-top looking mesa called Factory Butte has been of interest to geologists since the 1870s. The coal extracted here is part of the Ferron Sandstone member of the Mancos Shale. During the Cretaceous period, this area was a mix of swampland and river deltas. The swamps accumulated plant material, which transformed into coal as it was buried, compressed, and heated. Factory Butte gets its name from the settlers who thought its outline resembled a huge factory building. After having some fun exploring Factory Butte, we headed towards another stunning overlook. This memorable, expansive moonscape overlook includes Utah's Blue Valley, and the Henry Mountains are visible in the distance. Although extremely windy up here, we made the best of the amazing views. From the overlook, it was almost time to find camp, but first, we proceeded to check out a couple of mysterious points of interest that have been on my wish list for quite some time. We tucked into camp in hopes to avoid the gusty winds while surrounded by this surreal moonscape.
Morning, everyone. We are kind of wrapping up our day 3 of our journey here. It's a Tuesday morning. It's about 8:30, and just outside of Hanksville, Utah. And it is extremely windy morning here. There's probably gusts of 40-mile-an-hour winds or greater. But today, we're hoping to fuel up in Hanksville, kind of do a quick little reset before we start the next leg of our journey.
A little further down the road, we can truly see how brutal this windstorm was becoming. We decided to grab lunch at a restaurant across the street to wait out some of the storm. Unfortunately, our next segment was only a few miles down the road and deep into a canyon.
It's like a Wile E. Coyote rock, just waiting to get dropped.
Uncertain of our next river crossing's depth or mud conditions, we just decided to go for it. As much as I wanted to fly the drone on this gorgeous section of shelf road, it was far too windy, and I would rather focus on the road in front of me. As we continued down the trail, the washouts were beginning to get more and more sketch.
while of searching, we finally found camp in this nice little wash here. Hopefully it seeks some refuge from the wind. It's been absolutely insane the past day or so. So we're just getting settled in here. We're all the way down in a row. Hi. Well, isn't this slick? I like the innovation, the use of resources. It's awesome. I figured you might strap to that tree. Great.
He's upwind and making us starving.
I thought you were the one that was cooking bacon.
No, the next notch up.
Morning. I heard you're cooking bacon.
Bacon and eggs.
Nice.
Cleaning up.
Crispy. So yesterday with the wind, my tripod fell over and broke, and then I tripped over it, which caused the leg to break even more. But came up with a bit of a solution here, using some metal wire to go through the loops on the legs, and the same thing down here, which kind of helps reinforce, at least keep it together for the end of the trip.
With a bit of a chilly morning around camp and even some snow flurries, it was time to pack up and hit the trail. As we pressed on, the contrast in scenery and terrain was nothing short of awesome.
No.
Always gotta ask.
No, they're not. That looks amazing. Yes, they did.
No, she found him at the store down the road.
We were just picking some of this off the ground and serving it up.
Yeah.
Let me know how you feel in 30 minutes.
During our lunch stop, and not sure when the next gas station would be, I dumped my remaining fuel.
Yeah, it's we're finally remembered.
Yeah, I'm still in 4 high.
After finally making it to our next campsite, and all of us being hungry, it was time for me to make my pizza masterpiece.
Two pieces.
This morning we're making some churro style donut holes. Alright, churro donuts are done. Time to bring them over to the crew.
With a leisurely morning around camp, I decided to offload some footage before hitting the trail. Running ahead of schedule, we voted to take an exploratory hike nearby before seeking out camp. I often advocate getting out and exploring the land on foot once in a while and not be confined to a vehicle. It's always refreshing for the soul, and you never know what else you might find.
Definitely old smoke residue. You can see the charcoal chunk right here. This guy I know was in a cave in by Nukla. They were looking for ruins and stuff. Yeah. Went into this cave, found some pottery and stuff, and was coming out. And there's a little like a ledge thing, and he put his hands up there to get out of the hole, and felt something. And the ledge was lined with arrowheads, still from the Native American days. Yeah. Storing up on top of that little lip above the exit to the cave.
That's pretty neat. Oh, hi, Pete. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's got to be
top, right?
It's got to be water, yeah.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to you, until now, we met up with a second group in our outfit that left the day after us to join us at camp. Once again, Jane graced us with her charcuterie extraordinaire.
Another night of glorious charcuterie prepared by Jen Incorporated.
Humboldt fog cheese with caramelized honey,
Creamed honey.
creamed honey.
This one right here is an Effie cocoa cracker with blue cheese, Roquefort blue cheese, with a blackberry buzz. This right here is just buttercotch cheese. You can pair it with these crackers or whatever. Eat it plain. The one right here is playing off my childhood memory with cheese and crackers or apples and cheese, but with elevating it with a caramel sauce. So you guys enjoy.
Don't be shy.
With the temperatures dropping and the wind picking up again, we enjoyed the sunset before tucking into bed.
I'm Ryan. I drive the Bronco. I came from Massachusetts, 2,200 miles for this epic trip. It's been amazing. My favorite parts have been the water crossing and the canyons.
Now 12 rigs strong, we all completed one of the final sections of trail together before going our separate ways. After a really long day of travel and trails, we have arrived at camp.
Okay, well, my name is Stan Purdy. This is my 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Sitting on 35s with about an inch of lift, and this has been another epic adventure with Rocky Mountain Overland. Finally got to push the tank to the limit. Glad I had the extra gas with me. As far as favorite moments of this trip, I don't know. They're all favorites. I mean, we've seen so much country. Wow, I don't know what the most. Maybe going up and over, what was it, Sunshine Pass?
Sunset Pass?
Sunset Pass was really spectacular. Nice little climb. Dropping down on the other side. It's just been an epic week off-road, off the grid.
Wrapping up another epic trip touring Utah and with smiles on our faces. We had some great laughs around the campfire as we reminisced about our journey.
Wow. That's the selection. What would you make?
That is a selection. What was the first one again?
Caramel mini swirl ice cream cones.
Okay.
From Blue Bunny.
Yeah.
I'll take one of those, please.
Everybody wants the little cones, huh?
I'm a little cone kind of gal.
Oh, wow, literally. Okay.
Well, you're hanging out with Stan.
Yeah. We all get that one, too.
And it'll probably be the best 30 seconds of something you had in your mouth.
He did promise that, didn't he?
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thank you, Brad. I'm Mike. I drive a Jeep Wrangler. I've been off-roading for just a few years. I'm still relatively new to it. This is the second multi-day overland group trip that I've gone on. The first was in September, the Outlaws 1 trip with Stan and Pete, who were also on this trip, and also with Adam and Shane, who were in the Pursuing Posse this time around. I had a great trip. This was a great week. Particular memories would include the water fording on the Poison Springs Trail and how scenic that climb was up into that canyon. But just an amazing week overall. Great people, really cool hanging out and getting to know everybody. Group kind of clicked really well. And the driving was fun. The scenery was fun. It was a great week. I would do it again.
Yeah, I'm Pete. I'm from Golden, Colorado. Drive a 2008 LR3. It's kind of a light build, which is perfect for this group. We don't do anything super technical, so it's super comfy for me to ride around in and have a great time. It's quiet on the highway to get to places. This trip, we had a great start in a snowstorm over Loveland Pass and Vail Pass. So that kept it interesting, but I was comfortable all the way. And then when we get out here, it's just a great platform to work out of. Probably my favorite parts on this trip, coming out to Utah, was you're always surprised by how the terrain is, right? Sometimes it's taller than you think it's going to be. You can be driving across flats thinking you're in a valley, and then you come to a huge crevasse like Skyview. I just love it. This is a group that we've been with for probably 6 years, 7 years, and we all get along really well, so it's a very comfortable time out. You can go a week, no problem.
Hi, my name is Dominic Modica. I'm driving a 1983 Toyota FJ60, constantly being changed and modified. Amazing trip. My favorite parts were the camaraderie with the guys. Super great group of guys. The beauty, the endless beauty, every 10 seconds of looking around. Beauty, the food, everybody's different food, different cooking techniques, different equipment, looking at everybody's engineering. It's a great time. Super good time. 6 days went by blazing fast, and ready for a shower.
How do you define adventure? What drives you beyond your comfort zone? What places call to you and compel your passion for exploration? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's getting out there, deep into the wilderness, and discovering this extraordinary world we call Earth.